In AI we trust, what's inside the AI black box? That's the question at the heart of this project. We're Team G, and today we're presenting EODD, Explicit Orchestrated Decision Design, a method artifact built to bring transparency, traceability, and human oversight to AI decision systems. AI is being deployed in healthcare, finance, and autonomous systems at an unprecedented pace. But here's the problem. When these systems make decisions, we can't see inside. No audit trail, no rationale. Just input in, decision out. This opacity creates three critical risks: traceability gaps, impaired human oversight, and blurred accountability. The black box isn't just a technical limitation, it's a governance crisis. EODD sits at the intersection of three fields: AI and machine learning, human-centered design, and domain applications. This is not purely a technical contribution, it's a design science method, grounded in rigorous methodology and built to serve real people making real high-stakes decisions. To understand why EODD is needed, we traced 5 foundational works and mapped each to a specific gap in the field. Hefner's design science framework gives us the standard to meet. Bender's stochastic parrots critique exposes monolithic opacity. Stone and Veloso show us that specialized agents outperform generalist systems. Doshi Velez tells us interpretability must be designed in, not bolted on. And Schneiderman reminds us that trust requires the ability to inspect, challenge, and override. Together, these point to 5 gaps in methodology, monolithic design, orchestration, traceability, and human oversight that no existing method addresses all at once. The core gap is this: no existing method explicitly structures LLM decision logic to enable orchestration, decision traces, and human oversight simultaneously. EODD is our answer to that gap. Our theoretical foundation is a reference model for human-centered AI decision-making. It maps the pathway from opaque AI outputs to systems that are evaluable, trustworthy, and human accountable. This model guided the design of every component in EODD. EODD operates through 7 explicit steps. First, decision context. You define the goal, domain, and constraints. Second, decomposition. The query is broken into specialized subtasks. Third, agent configuration. You assign roles: reasoner, checker, ethics reviewer. Fourth, orchestration. You define the sequence and handoffs between agents. Fifth, synthesis. Outputs are merged into one coherent recommendation. Sixth, decision trace. Every input step and conclusion is logged. And seventh, human review. The operator approves, rejects, or overrides. The AI informs, the human decides, every time. Our study addressed 3 research questions. RQ1, how should an orchestrated LLM decision system be designed? RQ2, does EODD improve interpretability compared to a monolithic baseline? RQ3, does it reduce cognitive load while maintaining decision quality? We hypothesized yes to all 3 and set out to test them empirically. Our methodology followed 3 phases. Phase 1, heuristic development. 5 domain experts shaped the initial design through focus groups and semi-structured interviews. Phase 2, prototype development. We built 2 systems: System X, the monolithic baseline, and System Y, the EODD designed interface. Phase 3, empirical validation. 16 participants worked through 15 high-stakes scenarios in a within-subject study. Participants completed a guided survey, a think aloud protocol, and a post-task interview. They switched between the monolithic and EODD interfaces across 3 domains with 5 cases each. Here's what participants actually saw. System X, the monolithic baseline, gave a decision with no visible rationale. System Y, the EODD interface, showed the full reasoning chain, each agent's contribution, the synthesis, and a clear point for human review. Same task, very different experience. Before user testing, we ran a simulated expert evaluation using 100 LLMs as experts on a 1 to 7 Likert scale. EODD scored 5.66 for overall promise and 4.51 for engineering feasibility. This confirmed the concept was viable before committing to full user testing. With real users, the results were clear. Interpretability jumped from 3.1 to 5.2, transparency from 3.4 to 5.5, trust from 3.6 to 5.3. All three hypotheses validated, all differences statistically significant. EODD outperformed the monolithic baseline on every measure. And what about cognitive load? Mental demand actually dropped slightly, from 4.42 to 3.82. The result was not statistically significant, which tells us that making AI more transparent does not come at the cost of mental effort. Transparency and usability can coexist. Qualitatively, 4 themes emerged from our Think Aloud sessions. 1. Structural transparency enabled deeper inspection. 2. Step-by-step reasoning built genuine trust. 3. Users felt greater agency and sense of control. And 4. Some participants noted a learning curve with the new interface. These themes enrich the numbers and tell us how EODD is actually experienced. Our 5 domain experts, spanning healthcare AI, financial risk, education, visual communications, and autonomous vehicle safety, each identified EODD as directly applicable to their field. The need for interpretable, auditable AI is not niche, it's universal. So what does EODD contribute? First, a method artifact. The first to simultaneously address orchestration, traceability, and human oversight in LLM decision systems. Second, empirical evidence, demonstrating measurable gains in interpretability, transparency, and user trust. And third, practical value, a replicable design that organizations can adopt to meet emerging AI governance requirements. EODD shifts AI from reactive, post hoc explanations to proactive, architected transparency. This diagram captures the full arc of the project, from the opacity crisis through the research gaps to EODD as the bridging solution. 5 literature sources, 5 gaps, 5 design responses, 1 integrated method. Our work builds on 15 foundational sources across design science, interpretability, human-centered AI, and multi-agent systems. Full citations are available here. In AI, we trust, but trust must be earned. EODD is how we earn it. Thank you.